Hi, good afternoon. I wanted to come on today and talk a little bit about knee pain because a lot of you let me know that you or someone you know experiences problems with the knees. So nothing is going to replace going to see your physical therapist or your physiotherapist because rehab for the knee is directed at the structures that are involved. But what I found is that most people who have knee pain can benefit from similar exercises, some similar exercises, and so those are the ones I want to go over today. So the first one is going to address movement of the knee, and basically you're just trying to loosen the knee back off. And so what happens when you've got pain, and what's very normal, is you don't want to move the knee. And so then it stiffens up. And if that wasn't the problem in the first place, then it becomes a problem that you have to deal with on top of the underlying issue. And so movement, and this could be done multiple times during the day, is really important just to keep the joint lubricated. The second thing that we're going to address are the quad muscles. So that's the group of muscles on the front of the thigh. And there's a lot of research that shows the stronger that muscle is, the less pain you have. And this is regardless of what the issue actually is in the knee. So if you've got weakness in that muscle, then you're more likely to have increased bother with that knee. Then, just wanted to think of the knee a little differently as like a middle child of the ankle and the hip. And so if there's any weakness or instability in those areas, then the knee kind of takes the brunt of it a little bit. And so we're going to address those areas as well. So the key here is that you're always listening to your body. We're not trying to create any pain, and it's not no pain, no gain at all. We're just trying to gently move and gently strengthen around the knee. It's normal afterwards to feel a little bit more of an awareness to the knee, and sometimes people like to put a cold pack on there, but really none of these exercises should aggravate your symptoms. Okay, so it's important to just listen to your body. So the first exercise we're going to do is lying down. Just going to come over here. And we're just going to lie on the back. And the leg that's bothering you, that's the one that we're going to move. Okay, so we're just going to make sure that our lower back is in neutral. So we just feel our lower back gently lifting off the mat. And our tummy should be fairly flat. We're going to think of pulling the tummy in and lifting up through the pelvic floor. So you feel like you're tensing your core. And the reason for that is so that we can keep the pelvis and the back still and just be working on the leg. So we're going to draw a straight line away from our sit bones. When the knee is straight, we're going to pull up on the toe, just gives an extra stretch. And then we're going to bend that leg all the way back. And really you can go as far as you feel you're able to before straightening it back out again. Always keeping the tummy drawing in. So it's just a gentle movement. And you might do something like 15, 20, or you could just put a timer on and spend a minute loosening it off. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to straighten the leg and keep it straight. Keep the toes and the knee pointed up towards the ceiling, and again, just draw the tummy in so we're really keeping stable through the center. We're going to lift the knee to about 45 degrees and then lower, and if you can, we're not going to touch the ground, and we're just going to lift back up again. So for this one, it's really important that you're able to get your knee straight. If you're not actually able to straighten your knee, you can hold it as straight as you can get it, but the knee should not be moving. We don't want any additional movement in the knee. We're just stabilizing that knee, so you really shouldn't feel any change in your symptoms with this exercise. You should start to feel your muscle in the front of the leg working. So you might do something like 10. Okay, and then the last one, I mean, at home you can just roll onto your side. It'd be the injured leg on top. But I'm going to swing around just so you don't have to look at my backside. And so my left leg is on top, so I'm still working that same leg. So we're just going to bend that lower knee for stability, and then we're going to take that top hip and push it forward. We're going to keep the knee locked straight again. Okay, we're going to lift, thinking of leading with the heel, and then lower. So we're going to lift with the heel and then lower. And I'm just keeping my toes and my knees pointed forward. I'm almost thinking of lifting with the heel, if anything. And you'll see I'm not lifting very high. And the reason for that is I'm not wanting any movement through your back. And it's nice and slow, especially on that lowering phase. And then you might do 10 of those. Okay. And then you might repeat that one where you're lying on your back and you're lifting your leg. And then you repeat this one, and you could do something like 3 sets of 10. And I know that's very arbitrary, but you just do it and see what your leg is feeling like. If it's too easy, then you could do something like 3 sets of 12 or 15. If you're finding that actually you're struggling to do the maybe 2 sets of 10 even, then you might just take note of that, and then the next time just do something like 3 sets of 8. So you always just modify it for you if possible. So the last exercise is just balancing on one leg. So you could do that while you're washing your hands at the sink. You could do it while you're waiting on something to cook or something that's in the microwave. Safety is always first, so make sure that you're being safe about it. But just standing on that one leg, you're gonna get all the muscles around the ankle working. And so you might do that for a minute, and then you might repeat that a couple times. And these exercises, you could do them like 3 to 5 times a day. They really aren't demanding on the knee, but they just maybe wake up the muscles around the hip and the quad and then the ankle, and then we get some movement in the knee. That moving one, you could do it sitting in a chair, just straightening and bending your leg, but it's really important to keep that knee moving. So go ahead, listen to your body and see how you get on with these exercises, and just see if they make any difference for you. And let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to hear, because I like hearing from you guys. Have a good rest of the day.